The situation along Ukraine's border appears to be deteriorating in rapid fashion, with U.S. intelligence agencies now fearful that Russia has amassed a large enough posture that it could act militarily in a reasonably swift fashion. The speculation had been that any movement by Moscow could happen after the Beijing Games, but in warning Americans to vacate Ukraine, there's a more stringent sense of urgency. The Pentagon has now confirmed a secondary deployment of military personnel to NATO's eastern flank, bringing the total numbers to around 5,000. These troops will not fight with Ukrainian soldiers or against Russia, but instead defend NATO territory. Now, after a week of shuttle diplomacy that failed to make any breakthroughs, President Joe Biden convened a meeting with NATO and EU allies on Friday that included the Prime Minister pledging to protect Ukrainian sovereignty and consequences should Russia strike.
Russia must de-escalate. The West is standing firm together, coordinated, and ready to impose severe costs, including sanctions, if Russia invades Ukraine once again.
We are not saying that a decision has been taken, a final decision has been taken by President Putin. What we are saying is that we have a sufficient level of concern based on what we are seeing on the ground.
That assessment runs counter to reporting that the Kremlin has already made a decision to invade. U.S. military and intelligence officials believe any incursion would likely include ground and air attacks and could target the capital of Kyiv, but also fear the use of cyber warfare to further destabilize Ukraine and potentially its allies. Reggie Cecchini, Global News, Washington.